Welcome. This is a beer review that I've been wanting to do for quite some time. And I don't think that I've done these two against each other. I know that I've done each of these beers against other beers, but not next to each other. So what we have here are, in my opinion, two of the best Helles beers that come out of Munich. We have Hofbräu Original, 5.1 ABV, rated 86 on Beer Advocate. And we have Augustiner Lagerbier Hell, 5.3 ABV and rated at 91 or 93 on Beer Advocate. I'm not sure. Anyway, from anecdotes by Germans commenting on beer videos and things like that, and even Philly from Germany, who in her videos mentioned that people in Munich don't drink Hofbräu because it's a tourist beer, and that the favorite beer there is Augustiner. So, according to those anecdotes, Augustiner seems to be preferred to Hofbräu. It is rated higher, a few points higher on Beer Advocate even. So, interesting enough, we can see that the two beers are similar in color. I would say that the Hofbräu might be filtered a little bit more. It's just a tad bit clearer. The color's about the same. The head retention's about the same. Carbonation appears to be about the same. Almost have a fruity, tropical aroma there. And if anything, quite a bit weird. I will do this blindfolded because if subconscious biases come into play, I'm going to be expecting the Augustiner to taste better. But on the other hand, Hofbräu Original is one of my favorite beers. I like to see it win. So there's a bias that might come into play for that. So it's best for me just to not know which is which, I think. And that should be good enough. Jesus, that's good. Tangy, sweet and bittery. Although it was kind of consistent from start to finish. It didn't have a sweetness up front and a hot, bitter finish to it. It just was all the same from start to finish. But very drinkable. It's got the mouthfeel, the carbonation and everything was just on point. I enjoyed this quite a bit. This is going to be a tough act to follow. Okay, similar. Very, very similar, but just a tad bit less tangy. If we normalize the tanginess of this to 1, this tanginess is going to be about a 0.9. But the bitterness, same. Mouthfeel is about the same. Sweetness, maybe just a little bit less sweet. At first I liked this one, but then I started liking this one. So, that's great. You saw that I recently did Hofbräu original against the Hofbräu Fest beer, and I chose the Fest beer as the beer that I would drink if I had to choose between the two, only to drink one for the rest of my life, and I chose the Fest beer. But later on, I got a Hofbräu original out of the refrigerator and I drank it just normally, no comparisons. And then I went and got a Fest beer, and I preferred the original. So, because the Fest beer kind of had it's when you first drink it, when you first put it to your lip, it reminds me of either an orange juice or grapefruit juice. But it doesn't follow through with that flavor, just the very instant you first hit your tongue. And there was almost some of that with regards to this one. It's got some tanginess. But you know what? I think I'm preferring the bitterness of this one, because this one, as I drink more of these, I am starting to feel and notice the bitterness of this one more prominently. Yeah. Yeah. So, I'm so tempted to call it for this, but I've got to give this one another chance. So basically, between these two, I would say that the difference is in the bitterness, pretty much mostly. The mouthfeel is about the same. Well, sweetness and bitterness are kind of related. So we have a little bit more sweet and a little bit more bitter. We have the flavor is very similar except for the bitterness. I would say this one, maybe a little bit maltier, and this one a little bit more hoppy. But I don't know which one is which. Richer. It's got a richer flavor. And this one is lacking that richness in the flavor, making up for it with bitterness. I don't know. I think I like this one. What do you know? It's the Hofbräu. Surprisingly, Hofbräu performs an upset. So, I hope there are some Germans watching, especially from Munich. Oh, and if you are, I have a question for you. And it's about the word München. This word right here. München. Now, I'm not sure how to pronounce that. I've looked online and I found conflicting information. AI tells me to pronounce it München, with the stress on the first syllable, München, where the CH is a hard CH sound. However, I've found other sources that tell me to pronounce it München, M-O-N-C-H-E-N, München. AI told me that's wrong. So the first syllable, is the first syllable moon or min? And is the second syllable chin, shin, or kin? I've also found sources that say that CH is a very, very almost unvocalized CH, like Munich, where it's more of a kind of a in the back of your throat. So I don't know. You tell me. Moon or min? Chin, shin, or kin, or him? I would like to know. I would like to be able to pronounce this correctly, so that whenever I'm saying it around people, I don't make an ass out of myself. You understand? So I appreciate that if you can tell me in the comments. So let's say syllable number one, option 1 or 2. Option 1 is min, option 2 is moon. Or is there a third option? If there is, tell me. Syllable number 2, option number 1 is chin, option number 2 is shin, and option number 3 is kin, and option number 4 is kin, or something like that, where it's a kind of a more of an air sound and kind of unvocalized. So you tell me. I would really like to know, and I really appreciate it. Anyway, what do you think? Do you think that I made the right choice by choosing Hofbräu over Augustiner Lagerbier Hell? It was, I thought the Hofbräu was going to be the more bitter one, but it turned out it was more sweeter, and maybe that's why this is rated so much higher. For 7 points higher than this on Beer Advocate. Maybe it's because of that bitterness. I don't know. But one thing that I've always liked about that Hofbräu is the maltiness, the upfront maltiness. And every time that I take a swig of that, I think, that's what a goddamn beer should taste like. So, but this is good too. All right. Thanks for putting up with me. Thanks for putting up with me for however long this video went. If I've made any mistakes in the video, I'll hopefully correct it with text on the screen here somewhere. Maybe scrolling text or a pop-up text or something. But just because I don't do that doesn't mean I didn't correct previous mistakes. I feel if they're significant enough to correct, then I'll do that. But if they're trivial, then who cares? Anyway, thanks. Both good beers. Give me Hofbräu for the beer that I would have to drink for the rest of my life between these two. Ciao.